Never complain about the difficulties in life because our director always give the hardest roles to best actors. Namaskar, welcome to PT Pointers, and in this video we will cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express and Press Information Bureau. So without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion, and our first headline is related to Coal 2023 report, which is recently released by International Energy Agency. And according to the report, global coal demand expected to decline by 2026, and the report expects global coal demand to fall by 2.3% by 2026 compared with the 2023 levels. And according to the report, global demand for coal rising by 1.4% in 2023, and India, Indonesia, and other emerging and developing economies are expected to rely on coal to power strong economic growth despite commitments to accelerate the deployment of renewables and other low emission technologies. And do you know, friends, coal is the most important energy source for electricity generation, steel making, and cement production, and it is also the largest source of carbon dioxide emissions from human activity. Our next headline is related to Kaleshwaram project, which is a multi-purpose irrigation project on the Godavari River, and it is in Telangana. And do you know, friends, it is the world's largest multi-stage lift irrigation project. Our next headline is related to Sierra Leone, which is a country of Western Africa, and it shares borders with Guinea, Liberia, and by Atlantic Ocean. And it is in the news because recently unidentified gunmen targeted military barracks and several police stations in Sierra Leone. Our next headline is related to Surat Diamond Bourse, which was recently inaugurated by Prime Minister of India. It is the world's largest and modern center for international diamond and jewelry business, and it is aimed at shifting the diamond trading business from Mumbai to Surat. Our next headline is related to One Nation, One Ration Card scheme, which is a technology-driven scheme, and it is being implemented by the government for the nationwide portability of ration cards under National Food Security Act. And this system allows the National Food Security Act beneficiaries, particularly migrant beneficiaries, to claim either full or part of their entitled food grains from any fair price shops in the country through existing ration card with biometric or Aadhaar authentication in a seamless manner. And it is in the news because recently it has been noticed that there is 67% increase in number of beneficiaries of One Nation, One Ration Card scheme in Delhi. Our next headline is related to Yog Maya Temple, which is a Mughal-sponsored temple, and it was built by Lala Sidhu Mal, who was in the court of Mughal Emperor Akbar II, and it was known as Yoginipura in ancient Jain text, and Prithviraj Chauhan himself was said to have patronized a Yogini temple, and this temple was built on the site where an ancient Yogini temple is believed to have existed. Our next headline is related to ketamine, which is an anesthetic, and it has been listed as a hallucinogen by the US Drug Enforcement Administration, and it is referred to as dissociative anesthetic hallucinogen because it creates a feeling of detachment from pain and the environment, and now it has been used for treating depression and other mental illness. Our next and last headline is related to Logistic Ease Across Different State 2023 report, which was conceived on the sidelines of Logistic Performance Index of the World Bank in 2018. But there is difference between Logistic Performance Index and logistic ease of across different state. For example, Logistic Performance Index relies entirely on perception-based surveys, but LEADS incorporates both perception as well as objectivity, thereby enhancing robustness and comprehensiveness of this exercise. And recent Logistics Ease Across Different States provides insights into the improvement of logistic performance at state and union territory level. It highlights an enhanced overall stakeholder perception and impact of various reforms across states and union territories. A recent report highlights positive shift in the state's performance across key pillars like logistic infrastructure, logistics services, and operating regulatory environment. And it also empowers the state or union territory governments by providing region-specific insights for informed decision making and comprehensive growth. So, with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.